phone number, please, for them to know his whereabouts or to know if he's coming or not.
That one is not needed now. I just want to ask you a question.
Can I say something now, please? Something now.
Out of the judge and the suspect or the witness, who is supposed to be on the seat first? I want to know. Mama Ese. Good morning. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Good morning,
Mr. Good morning, Juices,
welcome, sir.
Brando, Yinkade, Abdul, and Smart. You see, this is what Paparano Bauni.
Seriously, note to yourself fashion, Mr. Aristocrat.
The aristocrat in the building.
Sometimes I just like, right? Just give everybody a concern.
My darling.
Everybody just give everybody.
Good morning. Paparano for everybody and those in the comment section. I want us to be focused. What we should be doing is discussing what we expect, not discussing the characters. Number one, you don't know why Prime Boy has not gotten there. Everybody just go on castigate. You don't know why the court has not started by 11. Most of the time, it is when the judge arrives and when the judge is set to enter that the court starts. You don't blame anybody for anything. With the court commence today, yes, it's going to come, and let everybody wait. And we just like this syndrome of pulling Nigeria down. Nigeria is bad. If someone that will come up in court is late, is that Nigeria's problem? It's the person's problem. Let's stop saying Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is bad. It really irks me most of the time. There are individuals that are doing it. People are already in that court. Are those not Nigerians? Is Nigerian bad? The lawyers are already seated. Are those not Nigerians? Is Nigerian bad? And we say Nigeria, Nigeria, everything. Let's discuss the matter. Secondly, don't let us be discussing Wunmi. She's inconsequential. Are you interested in Wunmi? Is Wunmi going to be cross-examined today? No. Even if Baba Mohbad is not there, the case continues. Yes, the court said they will resume by 11. If they not resume, they will still resume. People are there. I believe the magistrate will be somewhere in the conference. But you don't know what has happened. Just like any other else. But with this case continue today.
Your voice is very aristocrat. Can you please come closer?
Can
you come closer?
Hello? Am I close now? Am I close now? What are we expecting today? Let's deliberate on it. Let's deliberate on what we're expecting so that we will not be bickering over nothing. If at the end of the day, everybody will not show up, it is business and the court. If the court has called him to come for cross-examination, he will come. And if he doesn't come, he will know what it is to miss. So I don't want us to bother about those things. There are a lot of things that we don't need to, beginning to ask questions about. What is our expectation at this hearing today? Let us begin to talk. Now, someone has tweeted, Prime Boy has arrived, because people have already been cursing the boy. He's a traitor, he's this, he's that. Give the benefit of doubt. You don't know where he's coming from. You don't know what has happened to him. But if the court commences, or the court gets to about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and someone is not there, because the court will ask everybody that is expected to be there to mark register. If they are not there, then the court goes on. But please, don't let us castigate anybody. Let's talk on the subject. And the subject is, what do we expect today? What do we expect these people to say? Do we expect something new from them? What do we expect from the chief coroner or anybody that is going to present the medical report? Let's go ahead. Let's talk intelligently and leave side talk. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think I hear Prime Boy is around now. Is that confirmed? Is it confirmed that Prime Boy has arrived?
It's not around.
Okay, that's not been confirmed.
That's the Wunmi fan. That's the Wunmi fans. They like to cause confusion. Avoid them.
Confucianists. Anyway, aristocrats, like I said before, I'm happy and glad at least Bankole Smith has met Wahab Shitu, and I'm sure they must have conversed and say one or two things and do some briefings. So I'm very
sorry,
happy.
Mama, you say, sorry, sir, but sorry, ma. You see, Wahab Shitu is a very good man. Like I said, I've met him several times, and he's very friendly with everybody.
Is not there. What are you saying?
He's very friendly. He's very friendly with everybody. And when I spoke to Bankole on Saturday, he's a friend of Yas Chamber. And they are even happy that Wahab Shipu is coming up. Because Wahab Shipu will talk, even if you are not, he will talk to them. He knows it's also representing the public. He knows the feeling out there. So they might not exchange notes today. They will greet each other. Once you see them greeting, you know they know. You see, legal life is like court. You know yourself. It is those who don't know themselves that behave somehow. You know yourself and you respect your elders. And Wahab Shitu, I know, is a very good man and he wants to win this case. He just became a son and he wants to prove that he deserves this years back. He was not given the way Falana was not given son. It was delayed because they were activists. And it's going to show. I don't have problems with Wahab Shitu and I'm very glad he took this up. I don't have problem with him. The problem I have is when Baba legal team are arrogant, even though they don't know what they are doing, and they were still arrogant. That was what asked me for me. You don't know, and you are pompous. People that know want to help you. You don't want to talk to them. You understand? I believe everybody that have seen what happened, we see them having an handshake. They don't have to take up their job. You will see once the lawyers that are defending this case are working in synergy with the state. That is the beauty for everybody. And I think that is what we should be looking at. So Wahab Shitu, from his antecedents, he will speak to people that he knows can add value to his case. He will. We should expect that. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, thank you very much, Aristocrat. And that's what I was saying, that this morning I'm very happy, I'm elated, and honestly, I said this yesterday and I've said it before that today we expect Wahab Shitu to come and shake tables, change the narrative. I said it yesterday. We're going to have a new name today and we're going to have a new turnaround today. Today mark our turnaround and our new name. So I'm happy that he's even there. When I heard he was there with 5 baristas, oh my God, like he's actually pulling his weight. So it's okay, it's fine, and I'm happy he spoke with Bankole and Smith. So, like you said, it's a cult thing, and they know themselves, they know how to relate and pally. And that's why I don't want us to just get over emotional with Bankole and Smith and Wahab, because they know how to sort themselves out. That's the truth. So, when you get to where you're supposed to get to, if you know your senior, you maintain, you balance, you know who different, you know who be back. That's the important thing. But the important thing here is that we need justice. And I'm so glad and elated today. I'm happy because at least for the first time we are making sense. But let's see how it will go today. I just like what Aristocrat said, I expect Wahab Shitu to pull his weight on this and prove to the world. His CV is heavy. He's a well-known man. I googled him. It's okay. So he needs to pull his weight on this. He needs to pull his weight on this. I'm saying it like he needs to tell some people. He's trying to use this one. He will use this one to also try to settle some scores somehow. Try to make some points and prove some points. So let's see how it goes. I wish him all the best, and then he's welcome on board. Thank you.
Where is Moses? Some of them still have their camera on. The light is on now. Yes, I saw it. The light is on, and most of them are on cameras. Maybe Papiarano should connect it, and I don't know. Maybe you should just pull a call across to him. Papi?
He has already told us that where he is sitting, those ones with their cameras are sitting behind.
You have to
get the generator out.
Sit at the front. Just came difficult. Exactly. So maybe you should be able to come back now. Let's wait.
He actually said he's in front. So that they won't take him out.
We want us to hear the voice, their voice as they are speaking.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
I hope to hear them.
Paparano, I wanted to ask. I hope if he does any recording, I hope it's not going to be used against him, please.
How would they know?
No, it's not recording. He's not going to put us there live.
How will they know now? I mean, let me say audio is playing. How will they know he's the one?
Okay.
If the audio, they find the audio outside, how would they know that this is the person that recorded it?
But Paparano, it would be disrespecting the court, and you know how the social media play. People will just come to you and be translating from you, and they will say it's Moses, and they will find him out.
Yes, that's my.
You know how this thing plays now. Yeah,
let him just do his strong. We no get rules. We no get rules. Men do it.
Now you no get rules. Where you won't get the audio from? Get rules. You no get rules.
Yes, Papa.
I'm gonna just come. Yeah, don't say good.
Just walk with the rules.
And let him do his thing.
Make him do it.
You know they will. Let him walk through the court.
Let the guy do it. Make the guy.
Aristocrats, what Papa just wants, he just left from that place.
I know Berekete Sano. I dey wait. Today na 10 weeks.
Berekete say they come court.
They threaten me.
Berekete no tell you
say they come court now.
But now in case, the case is still with Berekete now. You're supposed to be there listening to what they're saying.
No. Berekete is the PI.
He's in his program.
Berekete is doing investigation.
Is he talking about it on his program? Is what you will find out. Is he talking about it on his program? Is he talking about it?
No wahala.
You don't tire.
No wahala. I go on a patient at the wait.
This is don't tire you.
When me I see mistake from somewhere, you cannot want to solve a mathematical problem and you are having mistake from the beginning and expect to get to the right answer. That's what I say here. When the beginning is wrong, don't expect anything to come. I want to see magic. Since you guys, we pray a lot in this country. In fact, among all the country in the earth, we are one of the most religious people. We pray. We like to based on magic. We like something that's just disappear.
Miracle will come by God's grace.
Let me ask you a question. Has Berekete lawyer applied to the court that he want to be part of the legal representation?
Does he even have lawyer? Does he even have lawyer in this case?
So he cannot be in court.
They said
wrong, but now his fault is wrong.
No, Papariano is not wrong.
You relax, something is wrong. Berekete have this case. Berekete should have a lawyer there.
Who gave him the case? We're still saying the same thing. Who gave him the case?
Him now. You are denying Berekete.
I have told you before. He must have been confined. He must have been given boundaries. So therefore, he's not going to jump.
Come on.
And they came here to tell you
Berekete
is only helping.
Berekete is a fuck up.
Berekete different than this court. Berekete case different than the court. Berekete case different than the court.
Berekete is helping.
It's different than the court.
Berekete is not coming to Corona Inquest. Berekete is not coming to Corona Inquest. Berekete is doing his own inquest.
What does I don't take over the case mean? What does that mean? I don't take over.
Berekete is doing his own inquest.
The case is different than this court now.
Just wait. I mean, wait till no.
They said Berekete is just like us. It's just that the only good thing about him is he because he's what they call it, human rights activist.
Autopsy no get, toxicology no get. I mean, make them tell us from the beginning. If they tell us from the beginning that Berekete will not offer anything, that he just have connection to call government, know how to contribute it. We have done our autopsy. We not
Papariano.
It's impossible.
Papariano. You don't want video in the court. You don't want video.
It's not depend on him. That is just like us.
Please leave Berekete. They've said no video in the court now. No video in the court. The only thing this guy can, yes, they said all of them now they should. They've turned their video.
You know what?
All of them are stopped. Yes, the only thing he could do. Yes. Wait, the only thing he could do that we can hear him. Okay.
Regarding live from the court, what a journalist can do is to do an audio record of the proceedings, take his note. When he leaves the court, he will then go and write it out. You don't transmit it live.
No.
If the judge.
He can do it like this.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
This is what I said.
Aristocrat.
You see,
Can you wait now one by one? Go on.
The court always give guidance on how you transmit proceedings. Most of the time, it is offline. Now, what a journalist will do, you can record it for your notes.
When I meet more year word now, talk Aristocrat, start again.
You can
start
record
again,
it.
please.
You see, in court, it is the judge that determines how transmission can be done. If the court says no live transmission, it is no live transmission. But a journalist can record audio just for your own reporting, for you to, compare notes. You can do that, but you will do it secretly. You can put it in your pocket as long as it's audible for you to compare notes. But when the judge says no live transmission, if you do it, that is contempt of court, and you can go to jail for that. If it is found out, or even after a judge heard that you did it. So, like I said earlier,
that is why Aristocrat. There is no such thing. There is no inquest ever in Nigerian history that has been broadcasted. They are all unwritten.
Yes, thank you.
Not just because of
why I said
that's the way the process.
Yes, that was why I said whoever that is there should work in accordance with the rules of the court, because he's the one on the field. Let him.
And the court is on. Just to remind everybody, they have started right now.
Yes.
They are speaking right now. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Go on. You are speaking.
Papariano, is Prime Boy there? Did you confirm?
No.
That was what I wanted to say.
It's not there. It didn't come.
I just want to make comments about live transmission. That is what.
Prime Boy is not available.
Everything is on the judge. Yes, thank you very much. Everything is about the judge. If the judge says, but most of the time they don't do live transmission of inquest. You don't most of the time, except if there is something else in it. But a lot of people are there already. We believe today, when we have more people, you know, in those days, one person will be there. They will come out and tell us additional. They will sensationalize what they hear.
You know the one that paid me the most is that of that Adura. Adura did not say that Wunmi told me that Prime Boy killed my brother. But that thing, the way they argue it, right?
Yes.
Now God
and that is why lawyers only are interested in CTC. Because people sensationalize things. If we hear come, some will say, he say make it come sit down on my leg. He say make it come. He say make it go. You know, a lot of confusion. But let's just be patient.
And I will get the CTC of this one tomorrow. According to the person who is there right now, he said it will be available.
Yes, can apply
the next day, not now.
Yes,
the next day.
Yes, next day, and you can apply for
tomorrow.
it.
No, you will apply today. Everything is taken care. You will apply to tomorrow. I will read it out here. So no matter what we explain, we will take time to see some things that was missed.
Yeah, fantastic.
I think that's
let's continue to do things like scientists.
And well done.
Thank you. We continue to do things like scientists. Let's base our argument on fact, verifiable fact, so that if anybody come and say no, we show them the fact. We know where we are talking from.
From the point of knowledge. Okay, now let me contribute a little bit. Let me vano. Wunmi, make I meet my correspondent. So Wunmi, wait. Why is Wunmi not in court today? Baba Mohbad that love his son so much is in court. Why is Wunmi not in court? And why is the lawyer of Wunmi not in court? Baba Mohbad has Wahab in court, have a son Wahab. Where is the lawyer of Wunmi? Hey, Wunmi, you don't want justice. Wunmi, you will go to jail. Wunmi, why is your lawyer, your son? Your son is only there to fight for you for DNA. Your son is only there to make sure that you don't do DNA. Your son is only there to make sure you don't do DNA. Abi, which kind of wahala be this one now? Which kind thing be this one?
Ahmed, please come. Is there?
No. I mean, I don't know. Just leave that person. All those ones are me fans. If you want to say it, no more those guys they disturb. How will only that person know how to follow us with the? Let me message. Let me message him and see. 1 minute. Let me ask him. You know, this one's a bit temptations. You understand? When they talk something, they thought as they said, I will just pronounce it. I will confirm before I put the message to him. When he answers, I will know. But I think the court hearing is on right now. He won't be able to answer it. The court hearing is on. All right. Okay, faithful. You say Prime Boy is in the Prado outside. Let's see whether this is my person. It's already inside right now. I don't think he can respond to my message now right now. All right. If he comes beautiful. No problem. Yes, we are fine. Yeah. Why is Wunmi and her lawyer not in the court, in the inquest? I thought the last time I checked, I thought Mohbad was her husband. Nigerians, I thought Wunmi is married to Mohbad. And we are here in court trying to find out what killed Mohbad. Wunmi lawyer is not going, Wunmi is not doing. What thing they happen? And Mohbad have a lot of money. Mohbad have a lot of millions of $. And Wunmi will not even use this money to get a lawyer for this man. This man is coming to with the public to ask for money for lawyer. And Wunmi is sitting down there. Wunmi is not bringing lawyer. With Mohbad money, Wunmi can bring more than 100 son. Someone is no good.
Paparano. I think Wunmi lawyer is there. Just because we don't know him, he has changed from the other lawyer that we all recognize. I think our lawyer is there. And I think our representative also is there.
What is the name of the lawyer? How do you know?
Somebody is here that Mama Sita is there. Maybe after the program we'll find out.
And why is Wunmi not there? Why is Wunmi not there? Why is Wunmi not there? Wunmi herself. Why is Mama Mohbad not there? Their father is there.
They just finished doing birthday, so they are tired. They need to rest.
So the mother of Mohbad
celebrating birthday. And now, you didn't see Mama Mohbad dancing.
Maybe she
she's tired.
Yes,
hangover is doing them. Please let them rest. You didn't see Mama Mohbad dancing, jumping up and down. So they are tired.
Is tired. She cannot go to the court to know what killed her.
Tired, Papariano. And it's okay.
Papariano, regarding the legal representation for Wunmi, I thought Falano said they were going to withdraw last week.
Yes.
Maybe they've withdrawn. We need to know the
Akingbolu and Co is a new chamber. Akingbolu and Co.
Yes, he has gotten another position.
Akingbolu and Co is a friend.
They will announce their presence in court today.
Yeah, no, I'm not even focused on that. It's possible they are there. It's possible they are there. I'm interested in Wunmi and Mama. Why is Wunmi and Mama and Abdullah not in that court?
Let me also ask, were they there last time?
They don't come. They only come when they had case.
Exactly. Wunmi the honeymoon.
One by one.
Aparano, these people are interested in saving the next, not the justice itself. They just want to protect themselves. Unlike Oriyomi's wife, that is everywhere, shouting for her husband. This is shouting
Adegoke wife, Timothy wife. Timothy wife now.
Adegoke.
Timothy.
Yes, the woman was the one running about, talking, and his brother. The family, you could see that this one, if you know,
may God put that person to a bad wife. God, any man that will marry Wunmi now, the man will be thinking twice. I will be the one to marry a girl like this.
No, funny enough, that kind of person can never go to an urban in this country, except she leave the country and go somewhere they don't know her. That way she can marry.
Watch out. Any lady that is called Wunmi right now, better check very well. Hey, ask her. Ask her.
I will tell you, as far as Nigeria is concerned, even if she's not guilty, and she don't dent her name, no man go on get down with her.
I am eager forget that. You are talking for yourself. Is it not men that are supporting her? She has men supporters, so you can't say that no matter.
That one day, Juicy. Let's not even go there. That one day, Sha.
The way you see it, that's not the way some people see it. So,
Paparano,
they are saving Wunmi for their son.
The sniper said, "Why is lifestyle in court?"
Bobrisky will be man. Is collecting female award.
No spending.
Not Nigeria no be like that too.
Okay.
Bobrisky will be man. He collect female award. So nothing will happen for Nigeria.
We don't hear you, brother. So much noise from that background as well. That Wunmi girl, she will not appear in court because she's scared that what if they start telling the truth and they just put handcuff on her hand and then drag her into Kirikiri. She wants them to look for her. She wants to make it difficult for them. So she's not going to appear. She's guilty. Wunmi, you should be ashamed of yourself. You claim to have loved Mohbad dearly. So what are you now doing for justice for your husband? It is only to cause Baba and to come on TikTok and talk nonsense. That's all you know. That's all you know. And all these stupid people that
kind of Mohbad the money.
Back you up.
Wait now. All Mohbad the money. This guy no free give him father-in-law. The money make it get better lawyer. Where them will take to find what he kill the husband. My fellow Nigerians, as rich as Mohbad is, all the money that Mohbad have, the wife is not getting any lawyer for the Baba. We have to help Baba. We have to make sure that we help Baba. Baba must be helped. Baba must not be put to shame. This lady just want to make sure that Baba is put to shame. All the money that Mohbad have, even if you divide the money, divide them. They keep dividing. You divide the money, divide them. The smallest part of the money, we still get at least 10 lawyers, 10 big son, or 20 big son. Even if not to go bring her for Saudi Arabia or for England. But this lady now keep this money, they contributed. They contributed on top of the money. They vano. I say, when I think about the case, it's like what I want to drop from my eye. It's like water they wanted. What I want to drop in my eye.
Papariano, sorry. So is it? I don't know. I know you can't get in touch with this guy. Is Prime Boy in court
now? Yeah, Prime Boy is in court now. Confirmed by my source.
Yeah, Prime Boy is there. Prime Boy is there. Prime Boy is in court. Make you tell the truth. Prime Boy, make you tell your truth. Oh, Prime Boy, you are in the court. Tell your truth so that Papariano will not drag you again. Papariano will stop dragging you if you go speak your truth.
Wait, Papa, why is Lifestyle there? Does Lifestyle have a case there?
No. I mean, they may want to be present to say anybody. Why is all these TikTokers there? Do they have a case there? You sit down there and you come, you attend, you sit down.
Yeah, but obviously we know Lifestyle was Finky's friend now. Mobad. So does it have anything to do with the case or something?
I mean, let's wait and see. Now,
Lifestyle is public now. Lifestyle is part of the public, so he can sit there. Even you two can go there. What allows all TikTokers or anybody to sit there allows him to go there. Is it exactly. It's not. It's free.
Someone is saying, I hate Lifestyle. Please don't hate him.
Paparano, like, we should just wait. Probably Prime Boy called him to come and be a witness, but we just wait.
Probably he's there to watch them lie.
No, to be a witness.
Who said that?
Why not this?
Why a suspect cannot call someone to be a what? Is it the court? Is Prime Boy the court?
This person it might just say that this person is there. Look at his aristocrats. They might just say this person, mine is there. He knows it, so.
They work like
Paparano, aristocrats. It will not depend on the judge to say, okay, we want to have you here or not. But he can mention the person's name and point to the person.
Let me ask you a question. How many court proceedings have you been where someone that has been cross-examined say, oh, God, that man, where they behind, they there. Make it call and make it come talk. How many? It doesn't work like that. Whoever that is there is free to be there.
It is a procedure.
It's just a procedure. That's what I'm talking about.
They fear you.
I'm not talking.
They fear you. Go.
I beg, I don't want to talk about myself, please. Nobody, I beg, good, nobody they fear me. Why they go fear me? Who I be where they go fear me? I beg, make nobody fear me. Who I be? Everybody contributed. I beg, talk about the subject. I don't want the personal. Now, when I go push me, go where I don't know now, and I go run, come off my back.
Exactly. No personal talk, I beg.
That's how we go to other hosts.
Let's discuss issues.
That person, you see, I also look some hosts going, I don't just want to talk. No, they don't know what to do them. They don't know what it takes to host, to even interact with discuss with different people. You have to be careful at all time. Human beings, they are very wicked and dangerous. Human beings, you never take human being light-handed. You can deal with a dog, you can deal with whatever, you can guide them, but human beings, every single second, protect your head with a human being. So if they say I'm rude, let us not, don't praise anybody. All of us, we are one, we are scientists. What we want here is justice. Make nobody fear anybody.
Are they going to tell me? Are they going to tell me there is no representative from Wunmi camp?
No, they cannot announce now. They cannot announce now. After the inquest, we will know. I mean, people will be.
No, I mean the TikTokers from Wunmi's camp.
They may not know them. They may not know them.
Okay. Because I can't see anything on their platform.
Just leave those guys. You see, Wunmi doesn't have any camp. She understand. It is just people who are paid trying to just. We don't know what they are looking for. There is only one person looking for justice. That is Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad in that family is the only one looking for justice. I mean, and the public is working closer. We are working with Baba Mohbad to get justice for his son. Every other person they are suspicious. Is it the mother? Is it the auntie? The brother? All of them they are suspicious. Why can't they be there? It was supposed to be a collective family that is there in the court. And now, when we say that, can you believe more than they believe? You can believe more than they believe. Those who are not Mohbad family, they are there in the court. The mother is not there, the wife is not there. And they say the wife is looking for justice. Wife can do birthday, but cannot go to the court when you talk about her husband's death. Come on now.
Yeah, Paparano, even after the confession of Tolani Ore, you know that Baba is innocent. So people would like throw support for him for him now, because the team will confess that Baba doesn't know anything. You know, initially, some people are doubting.
Please stop. Don't take all of those people's statement credible. You are a TikToker, right? Should they take your statement serious against Baba? That, because Juicy says so about Baba, so because she's a supporter, so it must be real. Please, I mean, it's not adding up. Who is talking?
You know, Paparano, it's about this.
Well, my question is this, right? So, if at the end of today, the coroner read out, the pathologist read out the results, and they determine the cause of death and all of
Cause,
that.
time, and manner of death and place. Manner of death, place of death, and time of death. Maybe Monday.
And all of that, right? And all of that, everything said, and our own lawyer, the public lawyer, and our lawyer is unable to ask for a new date for inquest, like to adjourn the inquest and all of that. Do we have enough to take to the proper court?
No. You know the thing is, if we are very convinced that whatever that happened in that inquest did not go on very well, we can order for the reopening of another inquest. But do we have the evidence? If what happened there is not correct, we can order for a reopening of an inquest. We can apply to the court, and the court will grant that if the evidence is sufficient enough.
If the evidence, so it does. If the evidence is sufficient enough, right? But what if they think the evidence is not sufficient enough?
And then the court the state will proceed with their prosecution.
So yeah, which means they're going to prosecute some people, right? So that's whoever they
are not some, exactly.
Yeah. So do we have enough to fight against or to challenge whatever it is they're saying in the court, in high court, when the case gets to court?
What do we want to challenge? Let us say Prime Boy and Spending are there and the nurse. 3 of them are there. What do you want to challenge again? They will cross-examine them now. They will cross-examine the nurse. Nurse, you don't have no drum. Spend, you don't have no drum. What do we need?
No, but I'm saying if truly, like these people are saying, they
you know what? Try to give me an example. Let be practical. Mention your suspect and tell me what you
no. Okay, let's go with it. Let's go with Prime Boy now, right? Let's go with Prime Boy now, yeah. And obviously they read out whatever happened, right? And they said it was injection the nurse gave Mohbad that killed Mohbad. Now don't forget that they're saying Prime Boy and Mohbad had a fight, and Prime Boy is saying that never happened. So what then what happens next?
So now the prosecution witness supposed to be able to give a testimony. They have to be a kind of an evidence, testimonial or real evidence, however evidence that Prime Boy, it was a fight that Mohbad had with Prime Boy, or the commotion that caused that injury. But that injury, we have overchecked that injury again. That was not a cut. That was not a fresh injury. It's like a scar. So we don't know where this injury is coming from.
But what if that is the only injury they find on Mo's body? What if that is the only injury they find on his body?
Where was the blood coming from in the show? Again, we have problem. So we'll be able to. There'll be problem here.
So would that be our lawyer's job to do, or is going to be Prime Boy's lawyer to do? Because I believe Prime Boy has his own lawyer.
Prime Boy lawyer will bring the defendant witness. Prime Boy will look for any witness to show that he did not fight. But it is a job of the state to bring witness to show that it was that fight that caused injury on Mohbad. So it is between the counsel of the prosecution and the counsel of the defendant.
All right, now let's now remove Prime Boy out. So let's go to the nurse now. Let's say they read out the toxicology result, right? And the nurse is saying, I did not give this injection. These things that you're talking about, I did not do it. So what happens?
The nurse has already confessed to the police that I did it. But the thing is why the amount of syringes that was made, 5 used syringes, 2 filled used syringes with suspected content. The nurse may argue, I didn't give all of these different medications to Mohbad, but I did give him 3 injections. But I'm surprised they're saying that 5 injections was given. I don't know about that one. Okay, maybe the doctors will say, we find that substance in Mohbad's body. We find this substance in Mohbad's body. And the nurse will say, I don't know about that one, but I know about the tetanus injection because I give that one. And then it's the job of the prosecution to show that the nurse was the one who caused that. And it is the job of the defendant to defend the nurse that her client never do that. But she must bring her evidence that her client never do such.
Okay, so now let's now say...
Can I say something?
Okay.
All right, go on.
Can I continue on my mind?
Keep in my mindset.
Okay. Listener, if they say it was an injection that the nurse gave, that's by Mohbad, I think what I expect, I'm not a legal person, but I think what I expect the lawyers to do is we are supposed to have our own medical team who are going to challenge that. I said something about this yesterday. Ceftriaxone and tetanus toxoid. Tetanus toxoid is an immunization, for crying out loud. Ceftriaxone is an antibiotics. And if you tell me these two things killed more, and then we need to find out. Because even the company, the pharmacies where they got these drugs from, was there something wrong with the drugs? Was there any additional thing added to it? We need to pick the batch number for the tetanus toxoid. Was there any problem with the tetanus toxoid at production time? What's the batch number at production time? Was it during the cold chain? Now, if it is ceftriaxone, because other people are using ceftriaxone, you cannot spoil market for some people. This thing is going to
You said this in the other day. There's one thing you are failing to understand there.
What am I failing to understand?
We are not saying that ceftriaxone killed. But what we are saying is that if Mohbad had taken another substance that day.
I'm coming there. Can you allow me land? I'm coming there first. Now, they just said it is that injection. We just said, in case they said it was injection that expired him, they didn't tell us they saw any other medication. I'm coming there. So when you find out this, you need to go find out the batch of that injection. Was there any lacuna at production time, at transportation time? You want to get the batch number? I'm talking because these things happen. When you have any problem with any drugs, the pharmaceutical company can withdraw them back. You trace them with the batch number, yes. So I know what I am saying. Then, if you now tell me so now you now have to prove that ceftriaxone reacted with something else in the body, and don't tell me it was ceftriaxone that killed him. Because you want to tell me that patients will no more take ceftriaxone in the hospital. Is that what you are telling me? Are we going to erase ceftriaxone from our medications now? So you must prove to me that ceftriaxone reacted with something, and that is what I mean. I don't expect them to just come and tell me that it was ceftriaxone that killed Mohbad. So you must convince us that the ceftriaxone reacted with something.
That is a negligence.
That is where we are going to need. Yes, that is where we are going to need.
That's a negligence that they are putting on the nurse. Did you check? Did you make conduct test on Mohbad? Did he know about the condition, the medical history of Mohbad?
Then I think we need to go back to Mohbad's history. Which hospital does he use? We need to see his medical. We need to see his medical history. Does he react to anything? Does he have reactions? We have all these things. These things are all in the hospital. When you have a file in the hospital, this patient reacts to procaine penicillin. This patient reacts to chloroquine. This patient reacts to this. Then we'll now come back to the investigative aspects. Okay, the nurse gave ceftriaxone and tetanus toxoid, but we saw procaine penicillin. I remember that vividly. The police in their report said they met procaine penicillin by the bedside. It is now left for the culprits, those who were in the house with him 24 hours, 12 hours before he gave up, who gave this injection. What happened? Did you give him? I told you if they had come out to tell me they gave procaine penicillin, I'm not going to argue, because the rate of reaction for procaine penicillin is very, very high.
Yes.
The anaphylactic shock for procaine penicillin is very, very high. IM safe, the person will faint. Not to talk of IV. Now, if you tell me somebody gave him that injection IV, was it a deliberate act? I discussed this thing yesterday, and I said I want to take Karimo, who are prescribing. Was it Karimo who prescribed procaine penicillin that they should give it to Mohbad even before the nurse came? Now, if you give procaine penicillin IV, then you must question that person, because you don't naturally just give it IV. So this thing is going to be large and wide. Don't think they will just come and tell us today.
It doesn't matter. The doctor can tell us whatever they find in Mohbad body and what killed Mohbad. Now the criminal aspect of it, it is the job of the police. Before they would charge nurse to court, they would have questioned the nurse. What did you give Mohbad? They would know what the nurse gave to Mohbad, and then now they are the one who will go and call everybody in that house back as a suspect. All right, and then try to put one or two charges on them. If they cannot answer some questions, then they may be held liable for it. If they're not saying that I only give tetanus injection, I only give a paracetamol and penicillin, okay, and they find some other medicines or substances there, then the police must be able to sort out who used that. That's their job.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Forget about court. Before you go to court, it is the job of the police. So police will find out who used that, charge the person, and then the person will become a new suspect that will become a defendant in the court later.
Exactly. That's why I said we're now going back to the criminal aspect. We now want to find out what was that injection doing at the crime of the scene. Was it given by somebody? Who gave it? Why was it given? who prescribed it. The nurse has said these are the 2 she gave. I mean, the 3 she gave. Now, who gave it?
Maybe somebody
that's why everybody in that house. That's why everybody in that house. Everybody that was in that house needs to come out and say something. Who gave? Who used?
And that's police job. That's police to detect that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why we are shouting that we also need a private investigator.
All right, thank you, Mercy. Can you let the sniper come right now? I don't think it's not a private investigator's job. It's the job of the police at this particular point.
Can I put 2 questions together? Sorry, right? So the first one is this. Let's say they were able to prove that indeed there was a fight between Prime Boy and Mohbad. Like there was Prime Boy is saying there was no fight, but let's say there was actually a fight, right? And we understand that according to the law in Nigeria, if you fight with someone after a couple or whatever, the person dies, you can still charge you for that. So let's say there was indeed a fight and the injection happened to have done something to Mohbad and he died. And don't forget, they said they went somewhere to drink and maybe they found poison as well in his body. That's 3 things now. And if they are able to tell us, to convince us that this guy actually died on Tuesday, right? Let's say they read that today that he died on Tuesday. Are we able to ask them what happened to Mohbad on Monday? Why is Mohbad completely erased on Monday? Because if you're telling us he died on Tuesday, right? If you're telling us he died on Tuesday, that means this guy was still all right on Monday, but there was no call made to anybody. There was no activity at all from Mohbad. So can our lawyer ask those questions, even though they said this person died on Tuesday, but can they still ask that questions today as regards to the activities on Monday?
Can I attempt your question?
Yes, please.
Number 1, you see, this is a state-led prosecution. You see, all these questions you are saying, question. This is the job of the police and the state lawyers to do all those things. The job of extra lawyers there is to help the state and the police to achieve their aim. Now, in the inquest, let's assume what you have said is what the chief coroner read in their report. It is now the job of the defense lawyer to prove to the court that I, the nurse, I only gave the disease 3 injections. And those 3 injections medically will not react in his body. So if they do not react in his body, it means there are other substances. Now, what were the substances listed from the toxicology? Of each of these substances, do they have reactional elements that could affect, that could make what the nurse gave to him for him to react the way they reported he reacted? If that is the case, number 1, it then means that it is not what the nurse injected him with that actually killed him, but that in his body there is already residues of some substances that reacted to it. What you can now charge the nurse with is this. She was negligent of the fact that before you deal with the patient, before you deal with the patient, the police have 3 suspects. Whether or whether those 3 suspects will be taken to the courts to be tried. For the government and police, they already have people that they felt as at today, because we've not heard any other thing, as at today that...
Your voice is very low, aristocrat. Are you somewhere outside or far away from
All right. Now, what I'm trying to say is, as at today, what the police have given to us is that they have 3 suspects. After this corona, if no other suspect is brought forward by the police before they go to the criminal court, those are the suspects that the police have identified to have contributed to the death of Mohbad. Now, it is now the job of those suspects to defend themselves in a court of law against any charges that will be brought against them. It is not the job of the state. It is the job of the state to ensure that all evidences they are putting forward link these people fully, without any iota of doubt, that they are complicit in the death of Mohbad. It is not the job of Baba Mohbad's lawyer or the job of the public lawyer.
Please don't come up again. Please don't come up again. Go on, Aristo.
You understand? It is not the job of Baba's lawyer or the public lawyer or any other lawyer aside the DPP, the Directorate of Public Prosecution, that we make sure that in the court of law, they ensure that the suspects are brought to book. You understand? But after this corona inquest, if the result from the corona inquest suggests that there are other suspects, the police will go and make them suspects. And that is the reason you are also having corona inquest. If they are going to be additional. So investigation still continues, even when the case is in court. Because police can bring anybody in and add them to it, they will just adjust the list of the people on the charge docket. You understand what I'm saying? So either way we put it, the onus is on the state prosecuting team, because this is a case matter, not an individual matter. It is on the state prosecuting team to ensure that those people that are tagged suspects are declared guilty by the court. How will the court declare them guilty? They should ensure that they have every evidence they have on the table linked to them. Linked to them, I repeat. You just don't come and say, we then suggest, no. You must show that they killed the person. So, and also, the defense lawyer will protect their clients. If I'm to be a defense person for the nurse, if I find out that there are other things that the nurse did not give him, that reacted to him, I will be able to prove in court. It doesn't mean the nurse will not be punished, but it will reduce her sentence in a way to say it is because of this, not actually because of what she gave. But she's already guilty of negligence. She's guilty of negligence. She is not in the first place qualified as an auxiliary nurse to go to someone's house to go and be injecting their body. No. So that is a crime on its own that is seated. So even if she did not come out to be the person that killed Mohbad, she is still going to be punished for what she did. That is negligent. Now we can now come back to Prime Boy. Actually, if they are able to say that there are elements in that guy's body that reacted to the injection, the nurse gave to him.
Can we go back to the nurse? There are so many things about that nurse, because that is so far what is claiming Mohbad's death. Now, on the side of the everybody, please be tapping the screen. We're not even tapping the screen. I don't know why today we are not tapping the screen. We do not like tapping the screen. I don't know why, but we have to tap the screen, okay, if we have to be together. You know, there are so many things that can unfold on the side of the nurse. If the nurse confess to the police that, okay, this is what and what I gave to Mohbad, all right, upon this inquest, let's say a lot of things were unraveled, all right, which the nurse did not tell the police. Probably the nurse was not aware that somebody have injected Mohbad before she came there.
Yes, yes.
It is the job of the police to find that person.
Yes, you are right. I've said that already.
Let's say police don't do that. Then what are we going to do? Let me put that to you. What would you do? Yes. And they prosecute the nurse to court for what she has done, but they miss the other side. The remaining people who injected Mohbad before she came, they refused to arrest those ones.
Now, this is what the defense counsel need to put to the court. Because the defense counsel is protecting his client, which is now the nurse. If from everything, every docket, every explanation out there is that someone else had injected this guy, then the defense counsel will come to court and say, my lordship, I can prove that it is not my client that killed this person. The judge will say, why? Because even after my client injected this man, some people injected him again with things that now killed him. The judge will say, how do you know? Well, say, my lord, I want the police to go and find out. Because the report have shown that there are other things. We don't know when they enter the body, either before or after. Why would you now say it is my client injection that killed him? Thank you. And the client and my client, who is a nurse, said it is three. So those other two, who gave them? And the one that were refused, who refused them? It means maybe when my client left, that is the nurse, some people injected this guy again. And nobody is talking. So you cannot hold, yes, I agree that my client has violated some ethics in her profession. She is an auxiliary nurse. She came to do things. That is
aristocrat.
Yes.
What the inability of the police to be able to provide those persons. First, the things that are likely to happen, the nurse may not be held accountable for it because there is no prosecution witness to nail that on the nurse. But now, police don't bring the real people. Now, what do you do to the police? Let's say what do you do to the police?
Now, you see, the only thing you can do as, are you saying as aristocrat or as a lawyer?
Let's say, yeah, I mean, you are in the case. We're playing chess right now. How do you?
The only thing, let me tell you what I will do for and against.
Yes.
If I am to be a lawyer to the defendant, what I would have been able to establish to the court that it is not my client that directly or remotely caused the death of the disease. Number one. So you will take death charges or manslaughter away from my client. The only thing I could find for my client is the negligence in terms of our professional conduct. Number one. I put that aside. Now, which means I've been able to indemnify my client of the death of the disease. If I am to be part of the state prosecuting thing, what I will be insisting from the police and from the judge is for the police to start all over the investigation again, because the court must not punish an innocent person in this case.
Exactly.
And if you don't want to punish an innocent person, we will throw it back to the police that police as the agency that must find out suspect.
Aristocrat.
Can do everything to ensure that it's found out.
Let's say there's the son Bankole and Wahab, the two sons representing Mohbad, who are going to be part of the prosecution team. Let's say you were one of these lawyers, but you're not the lead counsel. Okay, so now how would you help make this process come through for the police to go reinvestigate it and get those guys who injected Mohbad before the nurse arrived, or who gave the extra injection?
I just told you something. Don't really.
No, I don't want to. I'm not as a defendant lawyer. You know when you are in the prosecution team, you are not the leading lawyer. You're not leading.
No.
You are just like a
I am not the defendant lawyer. Yes. Listen to what I want to say. I've said procedurally because we are now in the criminal court. It is the court that we order for the police to start your investigation. Now, what you will do, because I am not the lead lawyer, the lawyers will always have.
Somebody must compel the court.
The DPP. It is the job of the DPP. Listen how it is, Papariano. There are 4 cups. There are 4 cups. One cup is very big, and it can contain the other small cup. So the biggest cup is the DPP, the lawyer to the state. The small cup are Bankole, Shitu, and me. And we cannot talk directly. We will talk only through the big cup. But the big cup and the small cup always have meeting to discuss, and they will agree what they have to do. So the big cup will now go to court when they've agreed on what to do. Whatever I feel, whatever Bankole feels, whatever Shitu feels, will have been communicated to them.
Let us say. Where is the nurse coming from? It's like you use your phone to do something. Oh, you're in the car.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right.
There is noise in my ambience because I'm moving.
Let us say in a situation whereby some compromises. Oh my God, let's be muted. This is stopping. Let's say in an instance where the state is compromised and the councils of representing the family, the chamber representing the family, and Bankole, the two sons, Wahab and then son Bankole, these two sons, they try to raise a concern in that area, but the lead counsel do not see road there. So how will they still be able to achieve the same goal when the lead counsel is not seeing light there?
All right. You see what you are saying now is there is also a judicial process for it. Number one, the other lawyers are also representing the public. Now, the state is representing the public. If there is a fundamental disagreement, the lawyer of Baba and the public lawyer will file a motion in court. Am I making sense?
Because back, I don't know where is the nurse coming. Oh God, today just.
It's not me. It's not.
Anyamika, can you please mute? Be host now. Try to the mute a break. When I went on the host live, and I'm not listening to be. Go on now.
It's not Paparano. So the lawyer of Baba and the public lawyer will file a motion in court expressing their displeasure to the conduct of the state DPP and state where they strongly feel that this thing has to be taken. And the court will consider it. There are different processes. Or they could go into the judge's chamber. They can listen when the court is done. They can also go into the court's chamber, the judge chamber, and trash it out. And the judge will rule.
Yeah, let me remind you to that of this person, Funshaw Williams. All right. In the case of Funshaw Williams, it was said that one of the suspects used the deceased phone. That's when Funshaw Williams was killed. His phone was used to call somebody. So that person who used the phone, committed there's something suspicious. Okay, he's suspicious of something. Now, the case was collapsed by Justice Adebanjo because the police they were unable to bring such evidence, the call logs, the kind of audio, all right, the kind of conversation that that suspect had with that phone. Now, let's say you are part of the prosecution team, all right, and then you are trying to raise that concern, but it's not been taken. But don't forget that the judge in that Funshaw Williams case collapsed the case. Who would you blame in that case, in that situation?
Listen, Papariano, you know who I will blame for that case? Is the prosecuting team. Because the prosecuting team will have the copy of those evidences. It is not the police that will defend the case. Police only bring evidences. So why the prosecuting team is going through all documents, all evidences? They should have seen that, yes, this is the cause of death, but the person you said killed this person is not linked to it in any way. And it will jeopardize their case. They should have insisted that Ogbeni police come. This will not work. Yes, because they are working together. Thank you. Because police is also working with the state.
Yes.
They are a team.
So
they are not different. It's just that their role is different.
It's a compromise case.
Yes. So it means that if the DPP, the lawyer of the government, did not see that, police did not see that, then they were the one that boggled their case. It is someone boggled the case.
Yes, because how come the judge, even the judge is still reminding you guys that you do not bring the call logs, whatever, to be able to link between this.
And they should have told the court. They should have told the judge, oh my lord, we are sorry. We will get it. Give us 1 month, 2 months. They did not ask for that.
They did not ask.
It shows they want the case to go the way it should go.
This way I come in. Why now? Let's say Bankole, that is they are that lawyer. Okay, the Bankole, the public lawyer in this case. And Wahab, that is just that they just bring. Let's say two of them were there, all right, and they wanted to make sure that audio come. That the call log, even when the leading counsel is not seeing it, it's not looking at that.
You know what they would do? You know what they would do? You see, all these things, there are remedy to everything in court. It has been established that they are part of the family. They are also in the case. They can go to an high court and file a motion demanding that the court should give them authority for them to proceed to the telephone company, the carrier, that they would demand for call logs of XX number, and the court will grant them. They would then go, bring it, and go and submit it to the DPP, and give it to the police. Let them not prosecute it. Let them not bring it up. Then they will now file against the state, that the state deliberately wanted to boggle the case. Because by then, they will have done everything possible and made those things, even though it is not their main responsibility, to make it available. Now tell us why you will not win the case. And if they don't, you can now sue the state, and say this case, the state specifically wants to boggle it. Because this is what we have done. People will follow them. You understand what I mean?
We should be looking forward right now. Looking forward right now for the police. If at the end of the day, things still go the side of the nurse. They said the nurse is the one who injected Mohbad. But the nurse revolt. The nurse revolt that no, I did not give Mohbad this particular injection and that injection. I only give him tetanus and this one and that one. So now the police should be able to go and find who gave Mohbad the injection before the nurse came.
Thank you. And that means the police is yet to have enough evidence. Yes, additional suspect. That would be an additional suspect.
Wunmi, Darosha, Lifestyle. I hope you guys are hearing right now. Who give Mohbad extra?
And that additional suspect